My name's Matthew, and today I'm really excited to talk you around this particular car because I've driven it. I took it home, I drove it, and this has been my big surprise of 2025. I fell in love with this car. This is a 2023 Honda Civic Type R. It's a model that's been around for a really long time, and to be perfectly honest, it's, I'd say, a model that's been sort of left behind by its compatriots like the Golf R, Audi RSQ, RS3, things like that. But for me, this is the most special of all of the cars. This car is finished in crystal black metallic. It's got the 2-litre VTEC turbocharged engine, so these now produce 320 PS. This is the fastest front-wheel drive car around the Suzuka race circuit, which is in Japan, probably one of the most famous race circuits in the world. And for me, some of the changes Honda have made to this car, it blows me away. Its analog drivability, the technology, the comfort, everything, it is exquisite. So let's start at the front end and talk about styling. I think they've done a fantastic job with this generation. We've got this new sort of concave front grille section that sort of curves in. We've got those red Honda badges that give away it's a Type R and the big Type R logos. And the famous aggressive styling has been, I would say, not toned down, but refined on this generation. And we've got gloss black grills everywhere to go again with that sort of really aggressive front end. Front park sensors in the front here. And we've got LED headlights with high beam assist and a lovely daytime running light in there as well. And this huge air vent on the bonnet, giving that bonnet such an aggressive stance, a bit like those Subaru Imprezas from the 90s, like a big air scoop on the bonnet. And it's all about visuals as well as a performance benefit. 19-inch matte black alloy wheels, and now on this generation, the Brembo brake calipers all around, so massive stopping power, again, as you would imagine with a car that is this fast around Suzuka. They're a beautiful looking wheel with those lovely Honda badges on the insides there as well. And again, let's just look at the styling down the side of the car. We've got these wonderful little aero flicks down the side here, which remind me of a Ferrari 458 Speciale, these little winglets down here, and huge air vents here as well, just tidying up the airflow, the wash that comes off the front wheel. And I do genuinely believe they will have an aerodynamic effect. Performance times will tell you that. Now we get on to why this car is so special in the modern world. Keyless entry, comfort access. If I open the door here, blind spot monitoring, you can see that in the corner of the mirror there. And then go inside and have a look. For me, this cabin is one of the best built hatchback cabins I've sat in an enormous amount of time. If you compare this to the quality in, say, an Audi RS3 or an Audi S3, the plastics are better quality. The seats are made nice in a better way. I was going to say nicer. The seats are nicer. These beautiful Alcantara seats, we'll talk more about them as we go around. Door handles, everything. The quality of these plastics in here, just, Alcantara everywhere. It's just a fantastic car. Privacy glass, rear 3/4. Go and have a look in the back. I love that the rear seats are black Alcantara, but the front seats are still that famous Civic Type R red Alcantara. But still, it's a big 5-door hatchback as well. And there's the difference between, say, this and maybe a GR Yaris. A GR Yaris is a tiny car. This car can carry your whole family around, no problem at all. It's got huge amounts of space. Look at the size of the hatchback boot. Look at the size of the space inside. And this car is also fitted with the luxury overmats. This is the standard set. The luxury overmats are in the car at the moment, but you have 2 sets of mats with this particular car. And again, lots of storage, lots of extra little cubby holes under the boot floor as well. Such a practical hot hatch. Your reverse camera there, again, part of the fact that this car is now really a modern car with all of the modern equipment you'd expect. And this absolutely enormous spoiler on the back of the car. It wouldn't be a Type R without one. And I think, as I say, this car is the most refined but still aggressive looking Type R, even down to that diffuser. It's huge. The 3 exhaust pipes, just extravagant is how I would explain it. And then we'll come down the driver's side and we'll jump in and I'll start talking to you about some of the amazing features inside this car. And I'm gonna fall into these seats because they're so comfortable. But here we're gonna see on the driver's door card some of the early features. This car's fitted with ambient lighting, or Honda's version of ambient lighting, which means you get this lovely illuminated red strip through the center of the door trims here. That's very, very pretty at night. We've got all electric windows, as you would imagine, and we've got electric folding and electrically adjustable heated door mirrors. Moving into the cabin itself, I'm going to turn the car on so I can talk to you about some of the features inside. And one thing, just keep an eye on this dashboard. This car's fitted with a digital display, like a virtual cockpit, but I think Honda have done a fantastic job with this. If the key was in the car, bear with me 1 second. The key is here. It's asking for me to depress the clutch. There we go. This display is fantastic. It'll do two different displays. So what you've just seen is, because the car is set in individual mode, it's gone from the traditional double dials, and the last owner has had it in individual mode where he's got it in the sort of the R mode screen. But what's really cool about this system, as I nearly stall it, but it's very, very clever, is that we've got gear shift lights at the top of this display as well. So when you're driving along like a race car, those lights will get further and further to the end, and then when they go red, you shift the gear. It's fantastic. And then moving into the things that you touch, the tangible parts of the car, the steering wheel is just perfect. The Alcantara wheel feels like a racing car. It's the perfect thickness. The driving position is absolutely on point as well. And then we talk about the tech that comes with this car: adaptive cruise control, active lane assist, if you like active lane assist, that is. And then you've got speed limiters that you can put on. And then again, automatic headlights, as we mentioned previously, with high beam assist. And then moving into the cockpit even further, build quality everywhere. Just, I mean, you can't feel in the video, but it's fantastic. The new infotainment system is brilliant. Now we have Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. We have this absurd screen here, which is the Honda Log R. And now you're about to see more dials and more data metrics than you've ever thought were possible in a car. We've got oil pressure, oil temperature, turbo pressure, more stuff than even I can understand going on in this particular car. But the Log R system allows you to see it. It'll tell you which corner you're pulling particular levels of G in. I mean, it's just remarkable, the thought that's gone into building this car. If I pop the car into reverse, we've got a parking camera there, which is really, really effective. And then just coming down again, I love this update on the air vents. You can't even see the air vents, but you've got these fantastic little sort of controllers down here, little arm controllers down here, and they click when they get to the middle. They're beautifully built. They feel expensive. You've got your Type R logo in the middle of it down there. And as we come down the cockpit, dual zone climate control, twin USBs down here, a wireless phone charger, and then my favorite bit in the whole car. And this is Honda Civic Type R through and through. An aluminium, a proper aluminium gear shifter, and possibly the best manual gated gearbox that I have driven in years. And it makes a Cayman GT4 feel very average. Driving and modes to be adjusted down the car, 2 cup holders through here, a big cubby hole underneath, and just quickly have a look at these seats. They are the most perfect bucket seat I've sat in, again, in an incredibly long time. I'm so comfortable, but I'm so well supported. It's just, I can't get over how much I like this car. And one thing to talk about when you talk about the performance as well, before I close this video off, is the car has rev matching. So as you shift down the gears, instead of having to heel and toe to keep the engine speed matching the wheel speed, the car does it for you. So it'll blip the throttle as you go down gears. It makes you feel like you were always meant to be that level of driver. My name is Matthew. I hope this video helps. Thanks for watching.